Well, I'm going to demonstrate that de-arousing breathing technique that we call 7-11, well, not especially us at Euphoria, but in general, and at our preferred one. Obviously, there are other breathing techniques out there, pranayama for yoga, basically triangular breathing, all sorts of square breathing. Wim Hof as well does another breathing technique. But here we are really about trying to keep our heads on our shoulder and our rational thinking. So a lot of our needs have now been taken away from us with all the information there is to process, all the needs that we were quite good at fulfilling, but now you can't go to work, you're scooped up in your house, all the rest and things, okay? So just really not super straightforward, a bit counterintuitive. You need to breathe in into your tummy and not in your chest, basically, and you need to make your tummy bigger. You need to push your hand with your tummy, and you need to breathe out a bit longer than you breathe in. Breathe in to 7, breathe out to 11, or breathe out to 3.5 and breathe into 5.5, or breathe into 2 and breathe out to 4 or 5, okay? I'm not moving my chest at all, like that. Okay, because that's really arousing, that's really bringing you in the flat and fright. This one is bringing you in the rest and digest, and it really opens your mind up, okay? And it really calms you down, de-arouses you, okay? And we can do that seated. I'm going to demonstrate to you lying down now. So the great part here is to maybe you'll be in bed or at one part in the day, I'm sure. And what you want to do, if you're reading your Kindle or whatever, I tend to bend my knees. It really diminishes the tone in my abdominal wall. It's so much easier. And I put one hand on my chest, one hand on my belly. So much easier on your back than seated, okay? And basically it really helps, especially at night when you got all those thoughts running. You might be actually worrying about lots of things. You need to keep your head well screwed on your shoulders. Use your rational mind. There's lots of very simple solutions to those problems and how to meet your amount of control that you've lost, status, your financial security, all the rest, all the things that you've been told to do and all the rest. And it's really easy to actually de-arouse yourself, okay?
Can you do an example of how not to do it with chest breathing?
And the chest breathing. It's always not the best way. You want to be able to really de-arouse yourself, not use the sympathetic, call for the vagal brake. Push your abdominal content up. Control your out breath a bit longer. In 10 minutes of doing that, you should be really nicely relaxed and you can really fall asleep quite easily, or really get a little bit that train of thought and that worry a bit out of your head, basically. Another perk of this technique is to concentrate on counting. Maybe if you want to count 7 and 11 or 4, 9 or whatever, okay? And that's really helping you to focus on something else than the train of thought you were thinking about, okay? So you can really count in your head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You might start to hear your tummy gurgle a little bit. It's your vagus nerve kicking in, the peristalsis. So it might be a really good indication as well. Your heart rate is going to slow down. You might feel your heart beating, or you might feel a pulse as you breathe out, and it's going to slow down, right down. And if you focus on the numbers, I'm saying it helps you to really empty your mind and really relax nicely, okay? And at night is best, because that's the time where we don't have anything else to focus on, okay? And it can really help you out. We invite you, of course, to look at the human givens, because that's really our biopsychosocial model of health that we're looking at, and all those innate needs that need to be met and all the resources we've got. But we've spoken about that a lot in all our podcasts, basically, in the last 5-10 months, so we can invite you to look at that as well.